Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Final Fantasy XVI and yeah, we just finished up the side quest where we helped Quentin and the people of Lost Wing sort of get their revenge. It didn't all go according to plan. In fact, poor Quentin here lost a lot of people. He almost gave up on himself there, but the survivors who are still around for Lost Wing, they kind of pulled him back, so that's good. Yeah. We'll see if there are any more follow-ups with that, but I suspect that might be the end of that quest line. I guess we'll have to see. But we have one more quest to do, and then we're going to go back to main story. So let's go to Martha's Rest and see what we've got here. And then we're going to be heading into Kanver, and I'm guessing it's going to be wild. May even be fighting Odin. Alright, what do you got, Martha?
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I
that's
don't mind
bad.
having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it ain't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got.
And let's not forget that with all of the mother crystals gone, the bears are in more danger than they've ever been. Because they're going to be sought after like they're the most precious resource on this continent right now. And they're going to be treated as such. Their objectification only gets stronger right now. And that's one thing that Sid said is like, shit's gonna get bad before it gets good. But hopefully people will understand that what we're doing in the long run will be better for everybody. But damn, it's gotta be bad.
More and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals.
It's gotta be bad.
And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
No burden at all. Anything for you, Martha.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Eastpool.
I just couldn't remember the name.
It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner, if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
Back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first. So Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there, and may victory await our coming.
Okay.
Who the hell are you? Kill them!
You will leave this place. Or face the consequences. That's the end of that, then. Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too.
Okay. Well, we certainly stepped on that guy. Didn't stand a chance.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for Akashic.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
All right, well, looks like we're going to be reviving Eastpool a little bit. It's kind of nice.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them, and not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy, especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
I'd better get this well back in working order. If we're gonna live here, we'll need something to drink.
Well, there's a lot that needs doing, and no mistake. We'll have to fatten the bearers up a bit so they can pull their weight and actually make a difference.
So this is our new home, is it?
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of me own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Fair enough.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Alright, so if there is any concept of sainthood in this world, I think Martha's earned it. What do we think? Nope, sorry guys. The disrespect to Joshua and Jill right there, Clive. What the hell, bro? Alright, so should we check in on the base real quick? See if there are any new hunts. And looks like there is. Okay. Let's start over here. Go to the reading table.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into time?
My Lord Marquis, I heard about Eastpool. that some of my fellow guardians are to build a new home there, both for themselves and for Madame Martha's bearers. Is it true?
100%.
It's true. The village is to be rebuilt.
I have many fond memories of Eastpool. When I was a child, we would visit my aunt and uncle often. They would lavish attention upon me as if I were the son they never had. I went to see Aunt Hannah after my uncle passed away, but not nearly as often as I should have.
Oscar, I'd like you to assist Sir Wade in the rebuilding efforts.
But my lord, my training is not yet complete. I couldn't possibly.
I warned you I might not be the easiest of masters, but I'm not as hard-hearted as that. Go. Be with your aunt. Rebuild her home. Is what she would have wanted.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
All right. It's a nice touch. I wasn't expecting to get that dialogue with Oscar,
I will not forget this kindness, my lord.
but it totally makes
I shall go
sense.
to Eastpool, but as soon as the rebuilding work is complete, I promise to return.
I mean, that town is personal to him, you know, with his family and stuff there. Still a lot of empty spots there. There's still lots to collect. On our own terms, I regret that both you and the lump had to get all tangled up in the wicked weave of my sordid past, but thanks to your meddling, I was finally able to put to rest matters that were left too long to fester, and with that finally done, might be I can sit back and enjoy this new world of yours you're so keen on creating. One don't need a pair of eyes to see the good you've done, Karen. Duty. My Lord Marquess, in your absence shall I watch over my new charges, affording them every protection I am able. I only ask that you do the same for his grace. Yote. Starting over. Clive, I cannot begin to thank you for all that you have done for Lostwing. So in lieu of any awkward remerciements? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I shall be sending several barrels of next season's vintage. I can only hope they finally turn you off that foamy swill you and yours so covet. Quentin.
Let me tell you a story, Clive.
Okay.
All right.
Them rumours Wetlegs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer.
Sidolphus.
Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the Hideaway proper.
Great impression.
Rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say that I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up. Or you'll have me to answer to.
I love these, like, just random little bits that aren't necessarily marked, but just build more based on the things that we've already done. Just makes the game feel more rewarding, you know? I'm really enjoying that.
Still alive, are ya? That great lump.
Why, he's gentlest, most dutiful soul I've ever had the pleasure to meet. He might not be the brightest crystal in the crate, but he's got a good heart, and I'd far rather have an honest fool working for me than a clever scoundrel. Truth. He never shirks his duties, never answers back, never dips his fingers in the coffers. No. I wouldn't hear a bad word said about him, though I might say a few myself. The lad's even got Blackthorn teaching him the secrets of smithing now, so I'm keeping my one good eye on the forge. If that blowhard of a blacksmith should even think about doing goots down, we'll be having words. She's got his back.
Be quick about it.
I love it. I love that.
You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. I'll be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much. Is that all?
It seems the Hideaway has lost it.
Get the battle music. Alright, we'll put that one on for a while.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
What will it be today? How may I help you today? Study it well, Clive.
Just clearing it off.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts?
Enclosed you will find an item of high and strange order, one for which I require neither thanks nor recompense. Consider it a reminder of where loyalties are best placed. The Chapman. Talisman of Priming.
All yours.
Okay, so it's going to do
Come
something
again.
about increasing
More
our meter or something. Okay, Talisman of Priming. Increases Lionheart tonic duration by 30 seconds. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't need that.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back.
Okay. 1550.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Okay, a B rank, the Man in Black. The greater part of those black shields who spied on Lostwing were taken by the Ether Flood. However, we have received reports that one yet survives, a zealot of their evil cause who persists in delivering any bearer who strays too close to his hiding place to a gruesome death. Alas, he has heretofore proved more than a march for the Cursebreakers sent to slay him. Lostwing, Sandbreck. Oh, let's go and kill his ass right now. I will not stand for this. I will not stand for this. You will not disrespect Lostwing. Alright, let's go beat this guy up. Where do we expect he's gonna show up? It almost sounds like he's gonna be somewhere outside of where the Ether Flood is, right? Because it's highly unlikely he's able to survive inside the Ether Flood. So where's he gonna be then? Looks like this might be a safe spot. Nope, still flooded up here. Kind of looked like we might have raised out of it, you know? But nope. Okay. Okay, looking at the map. Maybe? Yeah, let's take that cellar passage. That seems to, I don't think we've done a fight at the end of that yet, so... Oh, also, doesn't this church have a statue of Grieger? I wanted to look at it again. Knowing what we know now, I'm wondering if we can, like, glean anything from it. I mean, the circular thing is definitely, like, a lost thing. I mean, you can see the lost symbolism even just behind this, but I want, like... the dragon around the foot, I don't know. I'm trying to see if I can glean anything from it that maybe I didn't notice before, but nothing in particular is standing out to me. There he is. The Holy Trumpeter.
Bring out your bearers! Let's bleed at my water! Purge them of their sin!
What in the hell? There were like 4 times I tried to trigger that ability and it just did nothing. I don't know what happened there. Where you going, buddy? Okay, used one potion. Wasn't my cleanest fight, but one potion ain't bad.
Your work here is done.
All right, Black Knight down. At this point, it's time. The free cities of Kanver. Ooh, I'm getting excited. Every time we go into like a major city, you know shit's about to pop off.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
All right, the whole crew's here.
Any trouble on the road?
That's good.
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come.
Is that who I think it is? Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol. But everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Damn.
Hey?
That's why you sent Yote off. How could you, Joshua?
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled?
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in the city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants' District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants' District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all.
Damn, splitting up,
We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Hey, the world she
Shall we
wants
then?
has no lords or ladies.
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Okay, well we know Barnabas is specifically trying to find Mid. So that scares me a little bit.
Let's find those survivors.
Okay, we're getting a little bit closer to being able to master this. And yeah, I do know that I could reset all abilities and probably reset everything so that I could get it, but I don't want to do that. So once we do that, then we can put it on other classes. That's what I've been working towards for quite a while now. Giga Flare. Yeah, that's the other one we've been using. Alright, just because that's one that we're actually actively using a lot, we'll go ahead and do that. I think pretty much everything we're actively using right now is pretty well upgraded other than Giga Flare. That stuff's upgraded. We're not using anything from Ramu right now. Both of these are upgraded. Okay.
They don't stand a chance against those things.
Damn. Damn.
They've been routed. They're wearing one of their armor.
Alright, got him.
monsters here.
Barnabas happened. lot of dead people lining these streets, man. Okay, 2,000 more gil.
That sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy. All right.
Hi, big guy. Oh, I thought I nailed that dodge.
Nice try.
Nice. Gosh, we got him in a stun lock, baby.
This is the Agora, where the city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside.
Man, that stun lock on him was so good. Alright, is Barnabas still gonna be here?
Where are they?
Ooh, what's coming?
These creatures. These Ultima's reach extend this far. What the hell is going on here? Farewell.
caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
Bring it, Harbord.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me.
Not quite like us.
Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess,
so they flooded the entire city.
Much looking forward to this.
Everybody went Akashic.
Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled.
So you'll go easy on me then.
I am Sleipnir of House Harbord, and you will yield. Or not. As long as you don't hold back.
Okay. Oh, there it goes. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Damn it. Where are you going? There he goes. That helped heal us up.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely,
Cool.
Muthos. Yes! Yes!
Too slow. Nice try.
Nice. We were still able to get it.
Be still, my beating heart!
Went way too early.
Too slow.
seldom enough. Would you not agree?
Actually, I wouldn't. Come on! Needed that.
Missed it. Damn.
Nice try. Muhammad!
Ooh.
Muthos.
Sleipnir. Sleipnir using Gungnir. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters, Darren York, ZTD, Knife Namaste, Kyle the Monarch, Andrew Smith, Chris Murphy, JW, Bracken, Quinless, Chris Smith, Vlado101, Andy Ford, and Kyle Schluter. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.